We remember today. Let's check in now with our military expert. Vice Admiral Rick Snyder retired. He served for years at Mayport. He was a commanding officer of the USS Bataan, and he still serves as an expert on defense at the Pentagon. So just 4 months after the attack on the Stark, Admiral Snyder was on her sister ship, the Thatch. I asked him what changed right away for safety on the Thatch.
So they had new procedures in place to make sure anytime an unknown aircraft was out, we were really tracking them.
The Admiral tells me it was automatic to your battle stations.
Every time an aircraft launched, we went to general quarters, battle stations, to be ready should an attack occur.
He says the Stark changed their mindset.
We had lost shipmates, and we knew it was a dangerous area, and we were ready to go.
He says to appreciate the bravery of the sailors on the Stark, compare it with the Moskva, the Russian flagship the Ukrainians sank a few weeks ago.
For perspective, is 3 times the size of Stark with 2.5 times the crew. They both were struck with similarly destructive missiles, yet Moskva sank and Stark didn't.
He says the Russians made terrible mistakes.
Moskva was in a war zone, unlike Stark, a combatant with the enemy just 50 miles away. Her unresponsiveness is just incredible. And to put a capital warship 50 miles from the enemy and not be ready to defend yourself turned out to be fatal for Russia in this case.
But despite all the focus now on the war in Ukraine, Admiral Snyder says today he joins everyone mourning the loss of our sailors on the USS Stark. So Admiral Snyder says we just can't forget what our American sailors did 35 years ago in that terrible fire to save the ship and then save as many sailors as they could. And he said they did a courageous job.
They definitely did.
Well, I remember 35 years ago, of course, being here, working with Navy people. When you first heard it, you immediately wondered who's on the ship, whose family is connected with them. So yet, it's amazing it's been 35 years.
Yeah, pain still lingers, no doubt.
Wow. Let's